Beer Review. I'm Alexis.
I'm Steve.
I'm Mike.
And for today's review, we are going to review Guinness Draught Stout. And we're going to do the one in the can. So we'll go ahead and open this up, let it breathe, let it nitronate.
Now we've already just a slight shake.
Yeah. Opened up mine a little too much. Oops.
Way to make a mess.
Yep. Party foul.
Wow, you guys are pouring. Haven't even said anything about the beer, how much it is.
We're getting right on into it on this one. So Mike can fill us in on this one.
Dublin, Ireland. Approximately 4.2% alcohol by volume.
Nitro brewed.
Nitro brewed.
Hey, mine did it.
We're letting it
I
aerate.
actually was a little late onto the party of the creating the head.
And ours look better than yours.
And it is a drought
About time
stout.
something does.
I think it is 4.2% ABV.
Yeah, it's 4.2. It is an Irish dry stout. It literally represents 25% of all sales in Ireland. It is considered across the world as international as the kind of the standard of what a stout should be. However, if you do a little bit of history on Guinness,
It's the most popular beer in Ireland.
yes, it does not. Today's Guinness is not what Guinness was originally. It has changed over the years. Shipping regulations, packaging regulations, what they were trying to do to make sure that somebody who bought it in a can or a bottle had the same consistency of what you would get in a draught. So, been some changes, but still.
And the good thing about Guinness, sorry to interrupt, but the good thing about Guinness is they do have the.
No, go ahead, interrupt.
So they do have the Guinness family pack where you can actually get some of the foreign extra stout and the different varieties of Guinness all in one 12-pack. If you go to like Total Wine and More and stuff.
Now it's pretty dark, almost black. If you really put it up to the light and look through it, directly through it, you can actually see the ruby red.
Yeah, I can see the redness in
So
it.
it is not a black; it is a dark ruby red.
Got the drink. Not going to give the
Good
aromas.
night,
Just go straight
Alexis.
for it, right?
Just chug that thing down.
So what do you think about the aromas?
What aromas? Let's just go right to the taste. Hang on.
It has a nice smooth aroma.
You can tell who the alcoholic is here in the group,
Alcoholics go to meetings.
And I don't go to meetings.
and I ain't a quitter.
This is excellent beer.
Didn't mean to offend nobody though. Keep subscribing.
Do you mind if we take a drink first before you
Hey,
start
if
throwing
you,
all
go
your
to,
reviews out there?
if you go to AA, we're proud of you for being sober. But we ain't sober.
So the aroma, the aroma is very mild to me. You don't get the you don't get a big whiff of much of anything. Smell a little bit of the coffee aroma, the malt, I don't really get much of a caramel aroma in that. The flavor.
No, you can definitely tell it's a style. It's got the burnt hues to it.
Very delicious.
Creamy. It's got a lot of cream texture to it.
Dark reddish
Heavy.
tint. A khaki head. So that we need to put that in there. It's kind of a khaki head.
I like the
Real
bottle
creamy.
version better. I like drinking it out of a bottle than I do a can.
This is pretty smooth. I don't get the bitter. I don't get any really bitter or too much of a bitter taste to it.
See, I do. When you
I know.
drink it and then you just let it sit for a couple seconds, right on the back of the tongue, I get a little hint of some bitter. Not overpowering, but you know it's there.
Okay, yeah, it's there right there, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's
It's
actually
manageable.
pretty rich, pretty smooth. It's
Something you could definitely start the night off with if you are a craft beer guy. If you're a light beer drinker or a lager, you're definitely not going to want to start with this. You want to definitely work your way up in your palate.
if you are a stout fan, this is the beer to start off with and go to. I mean, this is the go-to. You know, it's
You can find it almost anywhere, any bar, any type of
It's
liquor
not a party
store.
beer.
It's wherever you want to find it, you're going to be able to.
and for a 4-pack of these, it's $9. $9 is so it's not too bad on the price because you're not going to drink a 12-pack of these. I don't see you drinking a 12-pack of these. It's really rich.
I
really
hear
thick.
a Power Hour challenge coming.
By yourself.
I'm down for
Definitely.
it. I'll try.
Mike!
I would definitely try.
Will you?
Hey.
You'll definitely try. Could you get the sentence out?
Definitely.
All
We're
right.
killing her with the definitely word. I highly recommend this
I do too.
as
Pretty good.
a stout fan. So highly recommend it. I'll go ahead and give my on this one. I give it
Why don't you?
a 9.
A
I'm on
nine?
a roll. I'm giving it a 9.
I'm giving it a 9.
You giving it a 9 too?
Yeah, it's up there with Shiner. Shiner, and I don't think nothing will be Shiner, but it's up there. It's up there with my Shiner Corona.
You're
No.
comparing two totally different spectrums of beer, though.
But you got to think
A
about
stout
it.
versus a stout versus a stout versus a stout in a review, not a Shiner Bock versus a. You
I
can't.
compare everything to Shiner because Shiner's my favorite beer.
Shiner sets the bar.
It really does. If I can see myself reaching for this, then I can compare it to Shiner.
Compared to a Hopadillo IPA, no, I'm just playing.
But I have a new favorite coming, and it's the Abita Hail. That one's up there now.
It's
Really?
the purple haze.
Oh, that was so good. Go see that video. We'll
Yeah.
put the link in the description.
So I give it a 9.
I
You
give it a 9.
I give it an 8. Been drinking some.
On a roll with the
No,
eights.
we've been up until a couple months ago. If I wanted to stout, I just automatically went to a Guinness. I really didn't know what else was out there. I have tried some different stouts now,
Yeah.
and different types of cream texture, different palate, a little bit sweeter, a little bit more softer, a little this, that, and the other. With that, Guinness is the industry as far as when it comes to a name brand, but that doesn't mean that there's not smaller brews or microbrews or craft beers that have better quality. It's like saying Budweiser is the king of beers, and we all know there's better beers than Budweiser.
Budweiser will never be the king of beer.
Well, it's a style, but anyways, with
That's
that,
just a
it's solid.
slogan. That's a slogan.
For the price, again, you're not going to drink a ton of these. You're going to have 2 or 3 of them sitting by a campfire, sitting on the back patio, just relaxing. I give it an 8. It's solid. It's
If you're going to like a kickback, it's not the beer you're gonna grab to take because it is dark, so it's very heavy on your stomach. So take that into consideration when trying the beer. If you're going to a kickback, I wouldn't recommend grabbing it. Now, if you're going to like a
Yeah,
Going
that kind
on
of
to
depends.
dinner.
Yeah, it kind of depends on kickback. So like, if you're going to there's a fire going, kickback. No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't take this. If we're going out and we're going to play a nice game of poker with the guys and the other girls and whoever, then
Yes.
I would definitely. I say guys and girls. I
you
am
almost didn't.
diversity.
Okay.
I would definitely recommend this.
With that
You be
being
you,
said,
and we'll be we. So yeah, again, there are definitely better stouts out there when it comes to like the craft stouts and a milk stout, stuff like that. But
yeah.
so
But coming into the game, Guinness is going to be the one you want to try, and then you trickle down because you're going to tell.
You can find
if you
Guinness everywhere. Restaurants,
Yeah.
bars, on draft, you can find it everywhere. So if
But-
you want something that's consistent, you can find every time you go somewhere, Guinness is it. Again, a solid 8. I'm not saying it's a
No,
4.
no, it's-
I just said it's an 8. I think there are some better stouts out there that I would rate as far as
Yeah.
And
total
when-
quality.
Well,
and when
agreeable.
you're tired with the weak beers and you're ready to step up into
Low
the
weak beers. Okay, mister, I'm drinking waters right now. I'm getting drunk off
So-
them.
if you're ready to step up to a good beer,
White Claw.
no, I don't do
Smeared
White
off
Claws.
waters.
White Claws, no. Smirnoffs, yes. We'll have to do a review on those when we get Justin over here.
But I'm not saying, like, what I was saying is for people who haven't tried the stout to try Guinness first because it is more name brand.
That
and
I
it
will say
is.
too.
So try, because it is not as rough like the others are. So
Yeah.
Guinness is going to be a first good.
Yeah.
If you haven't tried stouts, try Guinness. I recommend that. But if you've tried stouts, Guinness is going to be like every other one for you.
And I think that's why I give it a 9. This is the best entry beer to stout.
Yes,
I
and
don't think
that's-
you can do better. But once you get in there and you are a stout fan like Mike says, I think the rating drops a little bit because there are better stouts out there.
Yes, definitely.
There are much better like milk stouts and stuff like that out there that are just much better than this. But I think those also have a higher ABV. They're richer. The taste is there. So with that,
I give it a 9, and go ahead, Mike. I forgot.
I give it an 8.
I give it a 9 too.
Put down in the comments what you thought. If you've ever tried a stout, or if you. Okay.
We're leaving this in the video too.
Put down in the comments what you thought of this video, if you've tried stouts, if you're like Mike or like what I thought about it. Also, like and subscribe to our channel. I'm Alexis.
I'm Steve.
I'm Mike.
And this is Droke'sNotes Brew Review. Peace out.